Happy Halloween.
Where's Maddie? Maddie, you're here. Of course, it's Halloween. It's Halloween, Casey. That means we hope to see some great costumes. We also have Mr. Levine that will share an Edgar Allan Poe poem for us. Finally, remember, always keep GER in your mind. Grateful, respectful, responsible, resilient. Now, let's get to it.
What room does a ghost not need? A living room.
Did you know every minute in Africa a child dies from thirst? How can I help? Trick or treat for UNICEF. For more information, talk to a peace jammer or Carla at the office.
What's a vampire's favorite fruit? A nectarine.
Okay, I've been asked to tell a story that I think everybody's heard, but I love telling it, and that is the story of my grandmother when she was 18. She was a ranch girl, and they wintered in Silver City, New Mexico, and then they had a ranch in Cloudcroft during the summer. And she talked her parents into letting her and her best friend go from Silver City to Cloudcroft a week before anybody else was there. And they took the train. It was a long train trip across, down the mountains, across the desert, and up some more mountains. And when they got there, they had to have a local man in town take them to the ranch. Once they were there, they had such a good time. They were having all sorts of fun all by themselves. And that night they were combing their long hair. Women used to brush their hair 100 times a night. And while they were brushing their hair, my grandmother's friend said, "Elvin, we forgot to lock the chickens in the chicken coop." There were no chickens there yet, but my grandmother kept quiet, and they went outside in their long nightgowns and bare feet. And her friend said, "Run." So they ran as fast as they could for about 15 minutes, and when they stopped for a breath, her friend said, "When we were combing our hair in the mirror, I could look behind me under the bed, and I saw a man laying under the bed." They were in the middle of nowhere. They had to run a whole half hour to get to the next ranch. Fortunately, that rancher had his men there, and they went back and they found that man following them. He admitted he'd seen them on the train, and he had very bad intents. So because of the grit and resilience of my grandmother and her best friend, I'm here today to tell you this true ghost story.
Why is Superman's costume so tight? Because he wears a size S.
Hi, welcome back to Student Spotlight. Today we'll be listening to Charlotte, Zia, Chloe, and Isabella. They will be singing Thriller for us. Enjoy, and remember, and if you have any special talents, come see Miss Wertz in room C340 or come see us.
Close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but the terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is Thriller, Thriller night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. Thriller, Thriller night, you're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight.
If you think that our school cafeteria had long lines, this was a really long line to get into Haunted Hallway, but it was definitely worth it in the end. It was really fun. You'll see now.
Hey, ready guys? Welcome to Casey Haunted Hallway!
Poop.
Only because he's KCT. Oh, hi. I don't know if you want to get the phone.
What the heck, guys? Okay, that's normal.
It's okay, Mama.
Heck, this is messed up. Why is your head there?
Oh my God, there's clouds!
What? What are you? What? Don't scare me. Oh! Oh! Oh, God! Okay, okay. I don't like it. I don't like gloves. I don't like gloves. Ah! No, I'm fine. I don't like gloves. What the frick, dude? Get why you breathe on me? What the? Oh, shit. What the frick? What? What?
We're having a party time up in here!
Of all of my games in the KC Carnival, my favorite was this game actually, which was hosted by Mira Driscoll and Emma Perkins. They did a great job. Basically, the concept of the game was to try and eat the donut off the string. It was really hard, but I won in the end. They were my final moments. My second favorite game was this game, which was hosted by Aiden Michael and a couple of his friends. It was really fun. I actually got the top 4 high scores. It was like 1 minute. The other one was like 48 seconds, and this one, which you're seeing right now, is 37 seconds. The idea of the game is what you saw. You had to put on a jacket, then you hula hoop, then you just did a couple of baskets, which I did, and then you throw beans or bean bags or whatever those are called in through the holes in the pumpkin, and then you have to shoot a Nerf bullet at those balls. Boom, it all goes down, then you have to run, and there's a slide right here, but there were kids on it, so I wasn't able to go up it and down. But in the end, I won! Yay, and I got the high score! Awesome.
What do you call a fat pumpkin? A plumpkin.
Welcome, Casey children. I am Mr. Levine, and I'm here to read to you a poem by the famed Edgar Allan Poe. It is called Annabel Lee. It is drastic. It is emotional. It will leave you quivering in fear. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Thank you for listening, and happy Halloween.
Why are ghosts so bad at lying? 'Cause you can see right through them.
Why are skeletons so mean? Because they don't have a heart.